guys, so today's color transformation was super fun. As you can see, there was a lot going on. We had anywhere from a 1/2 inch root to 2 inches of root. We had a light band from some home coloring. We have a dark band from salon coloring. We've got, and then like another different color happening in the mid shaft to ends. So I had to blend all that in. I used the 6CG Age Defy with 20 volume on the roots. I used the Verilight with 30 volume in a foil, and then I did a low light with a 4R 5RO in Paul Mitchell with 20 volume, and those were equal parts. So I did 1/2 inch sectioning, and when I pulled that up, I weaved the bottom out. Super small weave, and that is where I put the 30 volume lightener from scalp to end, and I did that underneath every section. So we did traditional sectioning, 4 quadrants, and did these sections all the way through. So underneath I take a very thin slice, and that's where I put my low light with the 5RO and the 4R from scalp to ends. So I've stacked my highlight right on top of my low light, and I did that all the way through the entire head. Then I went with the 6CG, and as I work through, I lift my section up and I put my color underneath that section. I lift it up, put the color underneath the section. So that's how I work through the entire head. It keeps everything uniform. I use less color because the heat from the scalp, it spreads and color kind of gets places without you forcing it to. So I use a lot less product that way also. I make sure that I brush up and cover everything. On these thicker sections, I use a comb to comb through and melt that color down. On the thinner sections, I just use my fingers. You can see like here I have plenty of color, I didn't have to go get more. Here I got a little bit more, spread that through using the fingers to bring it down. When we get done, so we put that color in between all of the foil sections. So her entire head is that color with the high and the low. And we do that all throughout. We're gonna go around and make sure that her face is all taken care of. So we have the highlight that's gonna give some brightness because we don't want her to feel too dark after we've blended all this together. We have the low light that's gonna help take care of the band that's in there. That's gonna blend all of that in, and then we've got this root color that is gonna marry everything together. And when I didn't use a toner, I had planned to use a copper toner when we were all done, but when I rinsed, I was liking the way the highlights were looking, and since we were doing a red coppery bright color, I decided not to do the toner. And we processed for 30 minutes after this was all done, and the highlights had sat for 45 by the time I got done putting the root color on, and this is what we ended up with, and I just love it. It's so pretty and it's so good for fall.